Hello, this is Carrie O'Donnell from Tarot by Lavena. And if you would like a personal reading with me, please go to my YouTube page, click the keen.com icon, and I would be happy to set something up with you. So today is Quicky Political Tarot Wednesday, and I figured since it's the last Wednesday in October, we would do Trump in November. I'm going to just kind of leave this open. So it's not just about whether he wins or loses the election. I keep getting that he is going to lose the election, as he would say, bigly. So I just want to see what's coming up. How is he going to deal with this? What's he going to be like in November? Because we start with him right up against the election, then the aftermath. And that could be quite interesting. So let's take a look. What's coming up for Trump in November? What's coming up for Trump in November? What's coming up for Donald Trump in the month of November? All right, here he is, right before the election, the very beginning of the month. This could even be part of losing the election. Here's the bully. This is a man who's out of control. This is the Donald Trump we saw in that first debate. And you know how he was then. So Donald Trump is going to be out of control. He's going to be tweeting madly. And I feel like this is going to be like saying outrageous things right before the election to literally going off the rails as he's losing. All right, he's not going to be in good shape. This is my card, the Hermit reversed, for extreme isolation. Usually when it's upright, I kind of think of it as going within, very reflective, having some alone time, but there's always an opportunity for growth with this card. This is just extreme isolation, feeling alone, feeling away from society. I almost feel like this is a card of complete retreat from Donald Trump. So you're going to see him off the rails right before and as he loses the election, just blaming everyone, put everyone in prison, like the whole 9 yards. And then you're just going to see him retreat a bit, maybe toward the middle of the month, or even around the election time, like right afterwards. There's something here, too, about a midlife crisis when I get this card. Now, he's beyond a midlife crisis, but I think what we're seeing here is almost a dark night of the soul, where for the first time he just may go silent, catatonic. I don't know. Like it's just some sense that it's a crisis literally for his soul, in which he's going to have a really hard time dealing. Retreat. All right, here we go. Money. This is big money. This is Donald Trump's money. I think once we retreat and try to figure out our next steps, dark night of the soul, the next thing he's going to worry about is his money. Right? How much money can I get? Where can I hide my money? How much money do I have left? There might even be some sort of payout for him. So let's take a look at the next card. The Devil reversed. Release of the Devil. I always feel like the Devil card represents Donald Trump, which is quite interesting. The fact that we've been released from the Devil in the future position, kind of feel like that's a message for us at first. Like we're finally free. We're free of this corruption, finally, by the end of November. We're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. This is also one of my, in personal relationships, this can be a divorce card for me. Separation. So I do feel like he's separating almost by the end of the month. It's like if he can get his money somehow or find safety for his money, then it's almost like he's just going to release himself from us as well. I mean, where we see him in retreat, I'm wondering if this is part of that. Where can I go to hide out? Where can I go to live off the rest of my days? Maybe this money and this property is something to do with that. By the end of the month, I would not be surprised if he takes off in some way. Let's see what the outcome is. Yeah. Oh my God. To foreign shores. The Three of Wands. Oh my goodness. The Three of Wands. Looking at my possibilities with foreign help, foreign shores. Oh my goodness. He's releasing by the end of the month. It's like, okay, I've lost. I'm going into a deep retreat. Self-isolation. And then there's money. Not only do I get him worried about his own money, but this could represent money that's coming to him from foreign sources in order to help him out. And then he releases himself from everything here, everything that he was connected with in Washington, and he goes off. Now, I mean, I can just say by the end of November, maybe Donald Trump just walks, period. But what is interesting to me about this card is that it has such an international, it's about expansion, it's about business internationally, it's about international dealings. So I kind of feel that Donald Trump, by the end of November, might be taking off to a foreign country. Wow, that's crazy. Let me just do one more card just to make sure. Money dealings again. The Six of Coins reverse. That's sort of the end of a codependent relationship of some sort, a give and take with money. I'm wondering if there's some sort of final deal here, like a final payout before he goes. This can also represent money losses. The fact that he's not beholden to anyone anymore. He's releasing himself from the devil. So maybe he's finding some way to pay his debts in some way. It's so funny because he definitely owes some debts to us. So I'm a little concerned about, will he evade justice? But I'm going to put that in God's hands for now. Right now, I think what I'm getting is just the concern about money issues and what he owes, his debts. Releasing ourselves from the devil. I mean, this literally could be Trump trying to leave the country at the end of the month. And if this is more metaphoric than literal, then I feel like this is about him trying to figure out how he's going to pay his debts, how he's going to get the money. But I don't know, I have this feeling like he's going to try to jump ship. Not, literally like there's a ship in this card, like jump ship. Let's go to foreign shores. All right, so the worst part of this for Donald Trump is right now. You are going to see as we move into November 1st, right to the election, the bully. He's going to be out of control. And then reality hits him, retreat, money might be gone by the end of the month. So I don't know if I should be happy about this, like I said. One way I'm like, just get out of here. Just go. And then on another, I'm like, all right, what are you going to do? Does that card mean more that we're going to trace his money dealings with foreign actors? Is he going to find some way to get more money to pay his debts through foreign interactions once he knows that he's done? There's so many ways I can interpret that, but my gut is saying he really does want to leave. He's making a plan to leave. So we'll see what happens. And I think the good news here, even though I kept it completely open, is we're seeing cards that really have nothing to do with winning an election. I mean, these are cards that seem to be about the aftermath, and the aftermath of being extremely upset about losing an election is the feeling here that I'm getting with these cards. So thank goodness. We're almost done. Now, the second thing I wanted to look at, just to add, I had done the red states, blue states, and I forgot totally about Ohio, if the Republicans would win Ohio. So let's take a look. Will the Republicans win the state of Ohio? Will the Republicans win the state of Ohio? All right. So if that Hermit card here, a lot of reflection, thought, they are looking at the possibilities in Ohio, the Republicans. The past. There's a couple things I'm getting here. First, I feel like the people in Ohio really do want things to go back to how things were in the past. So there is a layer of meaning here where the people are really reflecting about how they want to move to the future. And they really are looking back on the past when things were so much better before COVID. On the other hand, I can kind of read this as the Republicans sort of sitting back and thinking about their possibilities, and this in Ohio, to win Ohio, and this could be some connections that they have in the past to help them do that. Yeah, the Republicans feel like, I mean, it didn't look too good. It's super close in Ohio, but they feel like they can pull it off. Let me just get an outcome card. Ace of Swords. That's like the Sword of Truth, though. The Sword of Truth. It is a yes card. Let's do one more. Republicans. The Hierophant reversed. That's usually a bad government card. All right. This could be the people win. But I am getting the Star card for Republicans. This is a super close race. Super close in Ohio. It's kind of how I felt about Pennsylvania. Unfortunately, I do feel like Ohio is going to turn red. That's where I get it here. And I know I'm like looking at my map, and there's so many of my states that are blue that other readers have red. But I'm going to go with what my initial reading was. I kind of feel confident that Texas is going to turn blue now. Florida, I still get turning red, but I know a lot of other readers have it turning blue. So I'm staying with my prediction of red. It could be that that state is just too close to call. Georgia feels the same way for me, really back and forth, although I feel like it's going to eventually turn red. That's how I felt about Pennsylvania too. So super close. But I think it will be leaning red. It's almost like what I'm getting from these super close states, with the exception of Texas, is that when it's so close, the Republicans take it in the end. But I don't think that that's going to have any effect whatsoever on Biden. So I was working on, I have this little map that I got. Now you can see I have some light blue shading there. That has nothing to do with, I think that they're on the borderline or anything. My marker just ran out of ink. Go figure, right? But I kind of made the blue and the red the way the cards had told me. And like I said, I kind of feel like the states that I feel the closest with tend to go red when I did the cards, when I had to make a prediction one way or another. I think at the end of the day, even if I missed a few of these states, I still have Biden clearly winning by a landslide here. I actually don't feel it's going to be electorally as close as some people have read. My gut is feeling like, yes, there will be individual states that are really close, but I feel like it's not I feel Biden's going to get over 300 electoral votes for sure, one way or another. And I feel like some of these states are going to be contested. So it might turn out one way on election night, or we think things are going a certain way, but it's going to take to the end of the month before the final count is. And I think we're going to be surprised by a few states. I think there'll be a few states where maybe they started red, they turned blue, or vice versa. But the final map, I do feel like Biden's going to win by well over 300 electoral votes. It's going to be great. So that's my Quickie political tarot reading today. Trump in November, it's going to be a devastating defeat, and it looks like he might be looking to leave the actual United States of America at the end of the month. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you would like to subscribe to my channel, please press the subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. We're trying to expand my channel, get the word out, share my videos that you like with other people, and I love the community that we're building. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for your comments. You are awesome. I'm going to talk to you on Sunday for our weekly message right before Election Day, and I might pop on Election Day because I'm going to take that day off just to say hi and make sure everybody's on a good page. Maybe we can throw down a few cards of anything that might be popping up or happening during that time. Have a good day. Bye-bye.